sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Twin Cities and U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, the home of the Vikings. Today, we continue on this Wild Card Sunday. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Minnesota Vikings.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. Off we go from U.S. Bank Stadium. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. First play, and McCarthy to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. And that will lead to a 2nd down. He'll run. This is Jordan Mason. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Call it a gain of 13. 1st down, Minnesota.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
They'll come up here. 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Mason. He'll take this down to the 47. Nolan Smith makes the tackle.
Nolan Smith. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
Second and 5. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. He'll go right back to Jefferson. They connect again. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 15 yards through the air. It'll be a Vikings 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
A run. And here's Mason. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. Got his man at the 6. And he is out of bounds at the 4-yard line. How about 4 catches on this drive alone? Time to change the defense. This one gets him another first down.
At the 4-yard line.
Mason. And he's going to go backwards. Taken down at the 6.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
Second and goal. Now it's from the 6-yard line. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Here comes the screen to Jones. And he will score! Aaron Jones. Touchdown, Vikings.
And we've seen this offense play at such a high level all season, Mike. There's no reason to expect anything different here in the playoffs. And now they can continue to let this crowd get into the game, turn the game over to their defense, let them play with a lead at home with the home crowd. And you're feeling really good about how the rest of this game can play out.
Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
At their own 41-yard line.
First carry for Saquon Barkley. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 4. Hurts working in the pistol. That's complete. Kylan Granson. And he will go all the way. Kylan Granson. Touchdown, Eagles. Using the tight end to get to the end zone, Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry. What an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Isaiah Rodgers now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
On the ground is Mason. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, here's McCarthy. That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
And it doesn't really matter who you put on him, Mike. When you want to play one-on-one man coverage against a receiver like this, there's not a whole lot else you can do. It's hard to put help over the top because the ball's being thrown out by the sidelines. I like playing in and out. I like playing zones. Somebody underneath, somebody over the top. Share the responsibility. But that's not what they're doing. That's straight man coverage. Quarterback sees the matchup. There's no question where the ball's going to go.
He was seeking out the veteran Adam Thielen that time. And it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
2nd and 10. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. He connects with Jordan Addison. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. That's Josh Campbell getting in there to make the play.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second and 7. Now McCarthy. He'll find his tight end, Josh Oliver. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Now 3rd and 5.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
We are through 1 here on Wild Card Weekend. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. Vikings football as we begin this 2nd quarter as they come up to face 3rd and 5. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Will Reichard on for the Vikings field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
And he pushed it. No good. That is wide to the right. So a big mistake there. Roughing call on the field goal try. It gives them an automatic first down. To throw, it's McCarthy. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Viking to tend to. Medical staff going to take a look, see if he can continue here in this wild card round. To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. He's got it inside the 5. And he's in. T.J. Hawkinson. Touchdown, Minnesota.
And that was just a great drive. Really from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. You can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns. Man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. Jackson now to return it. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Hurts. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard.
63.
And in motion is Brown. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a 1st down.
A gain of 3 yards. That's good for an Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Blake Cashman. He gets into drop in. It's a loss of 8.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. This one is caught by Dotson. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
1st and 10. at their own 27-yard line.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Hup.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Now here's Aaron Jones. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 6. Here's McCarthy. This one is caught by Addison. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop, and that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
At the 43-yard line.
1st and 10. To throw is McCarthy. That one into the hands of Jefferson. And he will get into the end zone. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Jackson now to return it. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Hurts to the air on 1st down. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And mark him down up beyond the 30. Give him 14 on that play. One first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's another quick first down. That's a 25-yard gain.
Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. A gain there of 21. First down, Philadelphia.
First down. A gain of 21 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
Hey, 70
Now Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. He's taken down just shy of the 10. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a first down.
You find yourself in these 2-minute drills, Mike. They're pretty critical moments in the game. They go a long way to deciding the outcome, so it makes a lot of sense. You start looking for your top target, and he comes through for him there.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
On second down, Hurts. That's to the sideline and hauled in by Smith. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota. As we stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
3rd and 8.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
Hey, easy, 63, back. Great. Alpha. On everyone, huh?
On third down, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on fourth down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3? It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
On the return is Rodgers. Now an opening past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
At their own 39-yard line.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. Time for the deep shot, looking for Thielen. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete.
And for this entire first half, the secondary's really been on the ropes. I mean, they've already given up 3 touchdown passes, Mike. So if I'm this offensive coordinator, I'm saying until you prove to me that you can defend the deep ball, I'm going to continue to test the deepest layers of your coverage. This time it falls incomplete, but don't expect that to be the last time they go after him.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike, and that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. He's got a receiver, it's Addison. The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. To the air once more is McCarthy. This is intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reed Blankenship. And this turns out to be a nice return as he is out of bounds at the 30-yard line.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered, and that is how this first half will come to an end. Who survives? Whose season continues on to next week? One half to decide it. Time for the third quarter of the NFC Wildcard game. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you. They're going to be backed up now to start this drive. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And nothing doing there. Might get it out to the 2, but that's all.
That is on the 2-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9. From his end zone, it's Hurts. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
I really like this defensive play call. Knowing the offense is backed up on their own territory, take the fight to them. You know their first order of business is they're just trying to get some breathing room. Don't give it to them. You go attack. It's exactly what they were able to do, and that hit is what ultimately led to that incompletion.
Left side, it's caught by Brown. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Eagles.
Throwing is Hurts. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
These are the kind of plays that give running backs bad names. I mean, there's nothing fancy about this. You're wide open. The ball's on target. He just flat out dropped it.
Again, Hurts. Open receiver is Dotson. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. They'll talk things over before third down. They'll try to run here with Barkley. And he's going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they convert on 3rd and 3.
Really nice play call there that time. I think early on the quarterback realized pretty quickly, Mike, this is a light box. We got to take advantage of it. They get the right run call dialed up, and they're able to move the chains.
Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
So, Mike, you look back at the quarterback and you see that this ball is coming out of his hand and it's going to be low. And the decision's made. You've got to go down to the ground to secure the catch. First order of business. Your hands are between the ground and the ball, no matter what that looks like. And then once you secure it, you've got to roll, protect the ball, and under no circumstances can that ball move or hit the ground. And how often do we see a great catch overturned on replay? So it's not easy. You get paid to catch them all.
I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop. Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, you're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. His drive will start on the ground. Room to run at the 30. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. A big play for Minnesota. 37 yards.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On the handoff, Jones. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and a yard. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. Over the middle, that's the tight end Hawkinson. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
Well, it wasn't the most exciting throw of the day, but I want you to watch, Mike, is the suddenness of the route runner. Change of speed, change of direction. Those are the qualities of great route runners, and this guy's certainly one of them.
Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. That's into the hands of Jordan Mason. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. A gain there of 16 yards. 1st down, Minnesota.
And it's been this elite pass defense that's made things very challenging for the offense so far, and that's only his 1st catch of the game. But, you know, sometimes, Mike, it's just that one play that gets you going, so we'll see if that's the case here.
Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. This pass, right side. Going to be caught by Addison. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Eagles' 4-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2. To throw once more, here's McCarthy. That is caught by the tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. Touchdown, Minnesota. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. Will Reichert now on for the extra point. The kick is good. The Vikings will extend this third-quarter lead.
28, Eagles 10. Will Reichert to kick off for the Vikings.
Reichert out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. Here comes a return from the 3. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield. Jonathan Allen getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6. A 2nd down throw for Hurts. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
3rd and long for Hurts. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. It's a big play there on 3rd down, but there is a marker down, and that is not a good sign for the offense. Here comes the Eagles punt team. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return.
At their own 16-yard line.
Ready?
Now a run on 1st down. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down.
And the Vikings 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So 1 quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports.
Ready? Here we go. Cowboy 80.
Mason to start the fourth. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. McCarthy. That'll be swung out wide to Jones. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down. A pickup of 8 yards.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here. And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to have that first down across midfield and down to the 46-yard line.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. There's that man again. Another catch. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And the strength on display, rattling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
On the toss, they'll run. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Can they keep this drive rolling? Here is 3rd and inches. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. This one intercepted. Picked off by Cooper DeJean.
Intercepted by the Eagles. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Hurts. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. And it'll bring up second down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And he's going to have this one up near the 28. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Not much there. Maybe a yard.
No, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass. So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
On third down, they'll go with Saquon. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for an Eagles first down.
And that's a heck of a run there on 3rd and 1. So often these backs, they're just thinking, all right, just get 1 yard, pick up the first down. But not this guy. He's thinking, I know where the marker is, but I'm going to pick up as many yards after that as I can. That's exactly what he does. First set of downs.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. On play action, Hurts. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
They'll empty out the backfield, line up for 3rd and 3. Now Hurts going to run this one himself. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. A gutsy call, but they pay it off. It's a gain of 17.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And they continue to churn out first downs. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
This has been a great drive, and mostly at the hands of the man with the ball there. He thought about pulling the trigger on that one, thought better of it, decides to take off with his legs, and now he's going to have 1st and goal.
And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Elliott on now for the PAT. And look at this. The extra point is blocked. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. On the return is Rodgers. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The defense can stop it twice more as the kneel down comes. So a win here for the Vikings. They are moving on in these playoffs. Won't have a long time to celebrate this one. They have to get right back to work for the divisional round. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Vikings, as we say so long from Minneapolis.